playEdelman facing 4-game suspension. 111 Adam Schefter gives the details on why Patriots WR Julian Edelman is facing a 4-game suspension for violation of the NFL's performance-enhancing substances policy. 111 8 a.m. Eat Foxborough, Massachusetts. The New England Patriots ended their off-season program on June 12. Here's a look at how it unfolded, how they fared and the questions still lingering. Off-season goals: regroup and compete for another Super Bowl championship after falling short. Bill Belichick often talks about how the off-season is a clean slate and a time to teach players the system and get them up to speed for the start of training camp in late July, when things shift to a more competitive focus. Belichick said it was a good process, and the final week included a field trip to Fenway Park and a football-based Back to the Future day as part of the overall team-building approach. The team cancelled its final 2 OTAs, which owner Robert Kraft said was a result, in part, of a productive spring. Kobe Bryant also visited players during voluntary workouts. Every player reported for mandatory minicamp from June the 5th to the 7th, and it was a productive 3-day stretch for the team. How did all 32 NFL teams fare this off-season? We evaluated their best and worst moves, whether they met their goals, and all the looming questions still to answer. Progress reports for every team. Sando, grades from NFL executives how they fared, average. In one respect, watching mandatory minicamp practice, it was clear that the Patriots have the potential to be a deep, talented team. Quarterback Tom Brady looked sharp, tight end Rob Gronkowski brought a fun, energetic approach to the field, and linebacker Dante Hightower cited a more aggressive defensive approach under coach Brian Flores. Yet the absence of Brady and Gronkowski for voluntary work for the other 9 weeks of the program. Brady cited family considerations, while Gronkowski wanted to take care of his body. Also is part of the analysis. As Brady has said, that's a good time to build a connection with new targets. Move I liked, signing veteran defensive end Adrian Claiborne to a 2-year contract with a base value of $10 million. One thing that stood out from watching practice, Claiborne puts a lot of time into his craft. He was often the first player on the field, and his presence at right defensive end showed up multiple times, whether it was with a strong pass rush or blowing up an end around. He should help the Patriots generate more pressure in 2018, assuming good health. Move I didn't like: Brady and his receivers missing 3 weeks of on-field practices in which they could have begun the process of developing a rapport. Practice time is already limited during the season, and with new targets like Jordan Matthews and Cordarrelle Patterson, as well as veterans Kenny Britt and Philip Dorsett experiencing their first full off-season with the team, they aren't as far along in their connection with Brady as they would have been otherwise. Rob Gronkowski didn't attend Patriots OTAs, but he returned for mandatory minicamp on June 12. AP photo/Stevenson biggest question still to be answered in training camp: who will emerge at receiver? This is especially important with Julian Edelman, pending an appeal, facing a 4-game suspension to start the season. Chris Hogan is a lock, and then there's Matthews, Patterson, Britt, Dorsett, Malcolm Mitchell, Riley McCarron, Cody Hollister, 6th-round pick Braxton Berrios and special teams captain Matthew Slater. Quotable: just trying to keep stringing days together here in the spring. We add a little bit each day and just keep trying to move things along. I feel like we're getting things accomplished, but you always want to probably move a little faster than you're moving. But when you look back you can see a lot of progress. We've seen that. Belichick's salary cap space, $11.7 million. A contract sweetener for Gronkowski and Brady are still possibilities. 2018 draft picks: 1A. /G Isaiah Wynn, Georgia; 1B. Airbase Sony Michel, Georgia; 2. CB Duke Dawson, Florida; 5. Pound Jorhorn Bentley, Purdue; 6A. Pound Christian Sam, Arizona State; 6B. WR Braxton Berrios, Miami; 7A. QB Danny Etling, LSU; 7B. CB Keon Croson, Western Carolina; 7C. Ryan Izzo, Florida State. Undrafted rookie free agents signed: DL John Atkins, Georgia; P. Corey Bujorquez, New Mexico; DL Trent Harris, Miami; DL Frank Heron, LSU; CB J.C. Jackson, Maryland, CBAJ, Moore, Mississippi, Air Bay Ralph Webb, Vanderbilt, Tay/FB Shane Women, Northern Illinois unrestricted free agents signed, CG Luke Bawanko, Ravens, Adrian Claiborne, Falcons, Air Bay Jeremy Hill, Bengals, Otal Rick John, Packers, WR Jordan Matthews, Bills, Troy Nicholas, Cardinals, Matt Tobin, Seahawks restricted free agent signed, per pound Brandon King, Patriots players acquired via trade, Trent Brown, from San Francisco, CB Jason McCourty, from Cleveland, WR/KR Cordero Patterson, from Oakland, DT Danny Shelton, from